A man, a few words, help Darvo get the relic. Let's see.
So this quest, when it's done, all it does is it gives you a weekly mission to help Clem, and that gives you Clem Spectres.
And how many?
I think you get like 3 Clem Spectres per run.
And they're only for one mission?
Yeah.
So
it's just you can... Well, I mean, you keep on doing this week after week, by the end of it, you're gonna have dozens. Ooh, is that gallium?
Where?
That gallium deposit right there, right in front of you?
Yes?
No, to the right. There. It is gallium.
Let them know you're here.
Yeah. So
Sure.
this is how it works. This is how Darvo does it. Clem is not a thief. You have to activate it. It's a survival mission.
Oh.
Clem is not a thief, he's a distraction. He just sends in Clem and he's like, just shoot a bunch of shit while my other operatives steal stuff.
That explains a lot.
He just sends in Clem and Clem runs around and shoots things.
Alright.
And in the background, someone who's actually competent steals some shit for Darvo. Apparently this works very well.
And they're not figuring out, does everyone think Clem is the master thief? Oh,
Well,
I keep
mean,
forgetting they're Grineer.
It's more like, you know, they kind of have to devote their resources to trying to stop Clem.
Yeah, but I mean, doesn't someone at some point draw a connection? Every time we have to spend all of these resources dealing with Clem, stuff gets stolen.
Something gets stolen.
Where it's like, kind of, keep trying
Clem.
to shoot him. Where it's like, doesn't anyone just ever figure out, like, that's kind of weird?
Look, okay? Grineer.
Yeah, I know.
They come in all shapes and sizes of brain. Some Grineers can be quite smooth-brained. Hey, did you know that since you can move this like an Archwing, you can hold space to go up? Yeah, and you can hold control to go down.
I didn't even know I could do that in an Archwing. So
Yeah,
no,
I
can't hold control to go down.
Oh right, it's Q for you because you've swapped stuff around.
Yeah.
Yeah, but that also helps with mobility while in this mode.
The fuck are they doing?
Well, you know, just you know, experimenting, fixing some stuff.
The fuck?
Well, this is Tyl Regor's domain, and this was again, he was introduced through some events which are no longer in the game, called Tube Men of Regor. He is a Grineer scientist. You're gonna be encountering him in like voiceover lines and stuff as you explore this planet, and as you do like the Nata quest as well. He is a Grineer scientist. He is actually very smart, much smarter than your average Grineer. And he has dedicated his life to undoing the Grineer cloning degradation. He wants to restore the awoken cloning methods. Which is obviously, like, it's nice in the same way as, like, Mass Effect, the Krogan genophage and all of that. The problem here is obviously that were he to be successful in this, then the Grineer would just take over the entire solar system pretty fucking easily. And they are space Nazis. They would kill everything that's not Grineer. So, even though his intentions are quite noble, he cannot be allowed to succeed. We need our Grineer to be rotting.
Right.
Because we're the good guys.
I don't know where Clem is.
He's just somewhere. Do you have like a blue map marker for him? I don't know. Anyway, he follows you around. If you just move around, eventually he's gonna show up. And if he goes down, then he'll just revive himself after a while. And then at like the halfway point in the mission, like at the 5-minute mark or something, it's gonna spawn in some strong sort of enemy. On infested missions, it's a juggernaut. On Grineer missions, I think it's a manic.
What's a manic?
A manic is he's like a ninja Grineer. He teleports back and forth and stuff.
Ninja Grineer.
Yeah, it used to be how you farmed for parts of the Ash Warframe. Not anymore. They moved Ash to Railjack, which makes Ash a lot harder to farm for than he used to be. And now Manics don't really drop anything. So now Manics are kind of pointless. Oh, was this a good change? No. Was it a change anyone was asking for? No. So at the time, like, I like Railjack. I like the spaceship battles. But at the time, a lot of people just felt that you're just forcing people to play Railjack by putting, like, new stuff in Railjack to farm forwards. Like, oh, you used to be able to farm for it this way, but now you gotta play Railjack to farm for it. And, like, I've complained about that with other game developers too. Like Hearthstone, for example. They launched this new mode called Mercenaries, and it kind of blows. But then they just do everything they can to sort of, like, just lock content behind the Mercenaries, so you're forced to play it.
And I ask you again, why are you even still playing Blizzard games after everything?
Like, don't get me wrong, I agree. Oh, okay, so it's just one of the Grusies, one of the Grustrog 3 shows up. He'll just pop up somewhere. So, all of the stuff about the Blizzard lawsuits and all of that, yeah, it's affected me too, to the point where I no longer want to spend money on Blizzard games. So, I kind of still play them, but for example, for Hearthstone, I've gone back to being a free-to-play player. I've just stopped spending money on it, because currently I just genuinely do not want to monetarily support Blizzard Activision.
Yeah, but you're still playing their game.
I know.
Enabling their paying player base to have fun by having someone they feel superior to.
But I like playing Hearthstone.
Yes, I know. It's almost like principles come at a cost.
Okay, but I have a little bit of principle, okay? Teeny tiny bit. I stopped spending money on it, so
I acknowledge that you stopped spending money on Blizzard, so there's that.
But yeah, but what do you do, right? Now everyone's like, ooh, Arcane, the hot new show on Netflix. It's so cool. And let's everyone just conveniently forget that Riot Games is accused of the same fucking shit that Blizzard is accused of. But now they released a cool thing that people like, so let's just forget about all of that.
I haven't consumed either.
But I think that's kind of like a big deal in shaping public opinion. The fact that, like, Blizzard has stopped producing good games. Like, that's why it's so easy to hate them right now, because you're not really missing out on anything. It's much harder to be principled and stop playing something when they you know, release good content. So, I don't know. I just feel like Blizzard has had, like, a creative brain drain for the past couple of years. All of the people who made all those good games all those years ago, they're no longer in the company. And it's been a long time since they've put out anything that's, like, actually good, to be honest. Like, I'm not even excited for Diablo 4 anymore. It's like, it's probably not gonna be very good. That's how I feel about it. Now, thankfully, as of yet, fingers crossed, Digital Extremes has not been accused of all of this horrible shit that so many other game companies have been accused of. So, hey, let's hope it stays that way, because, you know, it's hard to find a company that you sort of, like, don't feel bad about supporting with money nowadays, right? It's fun. It's like indie developers is nice. You can give Concerned Ape your money.
I was just gonna say, I have bought Stardew Valley on pretty much every platform that it's available on that I own, which means that I don't have the game on Xbox because we don't have an Xbox.
But if you did have an Xbox, you would have bought Stardew on Xbox.
Probably.
Yeah. So indie developers is nice, but when it comes to the big guys, I mean, I don't think you can even call Digital Extremes, like, small indie developer.
No, you can't call them indie developers.
Not with 20 million active players or whatever it is.
Yeah, and it's like...
Yeah, no, it's the old It's the age-old dilemma, right? That there is no ethical consumption in a capitalist system, all of that jazz, right? That all these new Loka supporters are spouting.
Like, I get, like, it's hard, basically, like, in the supermarket, right, not to buy the Nestle product because they own, like, everything.
Yes.
And you just keep doing it accidentally, right? But I feel like for stuff like this, it's, like, very clear-cut, where you're like, oh no, I accidentally bought a Blizzard game? I didn't even know this was a Blizzard game. Like, that's not gonna happen.
Not that. It's more like just, you know, before you buy a video game, if you have to look up like, okay, what's this developer been accused of, then eventually you wouldn't be able to buy anything. Because, like, apparently all video game developers, or at least a lot of them, have some issues with women. Oh no, you need to activate life support.
I do. Oh yeah, you're right. I was
pick
totally,
a life support. And
yeah, but that
it.
one wasn't. I was just listening to you. Yeah, the thing is, like, I mean, it's like if it's so much in the media that even non-gaming people know about Blizzard, it's like, why don't do it?
No, but I guess it all comes down to the whole about like how video gaming back in the 80s and 90s was like the little boys club in the basement and stuff, and like it's not like that anymore. But unfortunately, like a lot of people who came up in the business and stuff, it's like just an era of maybe people who never really learned how to interact with the opposite sex.
Well, yeah, it's just a bunch of like, look, when we grew up, right, I was like an outlier kind of, and not like a, I'm not saying like I'm not like other girls. There's plenty of other girls that were playing video games, but it was a bit unusual, and maybe you just didn't talk about it because people reacted so badly to it. And it was like firmly, as far as like other video game players were concerned, like in male territory. And it was not like the cool guys, like it wasn't your high school jocks or whatever nowadays that are playing. It was kind of a niche nerd thing. It's like, oh, you play video game? What kind of nerd are you, right?
Yeah.
And which I think is totally stupid. So I don't agree with that point of view at all, obviously, having been a video gamer myself. But I think it was like, it's kind of this whole thing's like where it's like it felt like you were encroaching on their thing, and
you've had to pretend to be a guy online to avoid the just, you know.
Well, had to. I chose to.
A lot of women probably chose to because.
And it's not actively pretending. It's just you don't use voice chat and you don't actually reveal that their assumption that you're male by default is erroneous. Just because of like, you couldn't even do it right. Like World of Warcraft time, right? When I was like teenager, it's like you either have the people that are like throwing shit at you that you've never even asked for, like all of this like gifts and constantly showering you with like attention, and you don't even want all of that because you're logging in and immediately 3 people are like kind of demanding your attention and get upset with you when you don't reciprocate their gifts with attention, affection, or I don't know, like pictures of your boobs.
Oh, is that like the Rick and Morty thing with his like nice guy coupons?
Kinda, yeah.
Yeah, he collected. He has 10 coupons. He's been a nice guy to you 10 times now, so time to show some tits.
And then there's the other faction that just kind of resents you for being like, you're so bad at playing because everything you have is just because people like want to get in your pants and give you all of that stuff that, again, you never asked for. And so it's like, it doesn't even matter what you do, it's wrong to someone. And you're just best off not saying anything.
Right, because if they think you're a guy, you're not subjected to that stuff. You don't have to experience it.
And I realized I got a bit off track. But these people then went on to found like video game companies, and they were just among like-minded people, none of which had probably ever talked to a real woman, and all of a sudden they're handed money and power, hiring power, and that just doesn't go well.
Hey, do you want to know something really fun? Wait, before you close this, something really fun because this is completely accidental. This isn't like just as a very appropriate tangent.
Mm-hmm.
Did you know that DARVO is actually an acronym? DARVO is an acronym for Deny, Attack, and Reverse Victim and Offender. It is a common manipulation strategy of psychological abusers. So it's sort of a way to describe like how men abuse women and the psychological tricks they use for like just gaslighting and stuff like that. And victim blaming and whatnot.
I did not know that, but okay.
I don't think they had that in mind when they named this character that, but look it up, people. Darvo's a thing.
Well, and on that note, I think that...
No, we have one thing left to do.
I have to see him in the shop.
Yeah. Go to a relay. Visit Darvo.
But what I meant is, on that note, I think I'm about to conclude this quest.
Yes, you are. They want you to visit a relay so that they can thank you in person.
It's nice of
them. The fastest way to get to Darvo is to fast travel to Teshin. You can't fast travel to Darvo, I think. Maybe you can.
No.
You can, Darvo deal.
Oh, there.
Yeah.
Here's the hero. Clem is very glad you saved him from certain death.
Clem,
Oh yeah, and that you got his Grakantas back too.
Clem.
And I'm happy to have this fancy Orkin relic. Here's a little something as a symbol of our appreciation.
Yay! I love this image, which is the background thing. We got an Exilus Warframe adapter.
Are his Grakatas burning?
Well, no, he's just firing
them, huh?
Yes, Clem is special.
He looks special.
Yeah.
His happy little jump.
Happy little jump.
Okay.
And exit quest.
But where did he go during that last mission? I lost him.
I know, but he was around somewhere.
He has a cod piece.
Well, I guess. It's a Grineer thing. You wouldn't get it.
It's a cod piece, honey.
So yeah, now you have access to the weekly Clem. That's just Teshin.
All right, that's Teshin. Is this the one that what's her name is kind of really, really, really horny about?
Varzia? You mean for the Prime Resurgence?
Yeah.
Varzia is horny about everyone. If you just stand there and listen to her for long enough, she talks about how she wants to bang basically everything in the Origin system. She is really thirsty. But yes, she is, among other things, thirsty for Teshin.
Speaking of thirsty...
Yes,
do you think you could, like, empty, like, a bottle or a keg of beer up in that thing and then just be like, drink, and he just, like, kind of, like... He kind of, like, angles his head and you stand under it and with your mouth open and you just have to, like, try to get it all?
Well, I was gonna say, like, bird bath or something.
Oh, yeah, that too.
Yeah, no, the DAX have a bit of a fashion sense thing going on. It's better than the Corpus, okay?
Mm-hmm.
This is the game of funny hats. that is undeniable. That applies to the Warframes as well. There are many funny hats in this game.
True.
Ooh.
What's that?
Wisp. That's some nice colors. I like it. The black and gold. That looks rad.
Need some red in there.
No, that's too edgy with the black and the red. Everyone does the edgy.
Excuse me? Black, red, and gold?
I know. Germany. Germany can be a bit edgy as well.
What? Never. Anyway, so that was
a man of few words. Next up, we'll see if we're gonna go for the Limbo Theorem Or, because like I know everyone, like we're dragging it out, people. We're just keeping you on your seats. I know everyone is eagerly awaiting Nata, followed by the second dream. It's we're building to it.
Well,
people.
the thing is, the reason why I've done it is that Nick says that they are kind of longish quests, and I'm like in the middle of like a really, really tough stretch at work, and it's like I said, like I finished really late, and we have all this other stuff going on privately, right? Where it's like
we got some stuff going on.
Going on, and we get home late for that, and I'm so tired.
Yeah.
I just can't commit to like a really long recording session.
We'll find like a weekend. We'll do a big thing.
Yeah.
And we'll get going on it. We'll see. Undecided if we're gonna do the limbo theorem first or not. We might. But then after limbo theorem, it's happening, people. We're there now. We've reached the thing.
Yeah, whatever that is. God, it's like she's so pretty.
She is pretty. Anna's commented on that, where it's like, ooh, gold details.
No, but she doesn't have gold details. For her, I didn't like the gold. I made them like a shiny metallic purple.
Hey, you can show people your Ivara.
Oh yeah, I can. Have I not showed them?
I'm not sure you have shown people your Ivara on camera.
Okay, well...
Because Anna's rolling with primes now. Oh yeah, we have another thing to show as well.
We do?
Yeah.
Oh my god, we do! Okay, actually,
yeah. But look at that. Look at
so
that.
this is my Ivara.
Very pretty, very pretty. Ivara Prime.
I like her with the gold and the blue.
So now you're like, hey, so how do you get the inventory space to
how do you get the Warframe slots?
Yeah, how do you get the Warframe slots?
It turns out I didn't have to.
Someone has been grinding. Someone has been getting her goddamn rank 3 Entrati family. So Anna was like, I'm running out of Warframe slots.
I can't believe this happened, but I can't even claim all of my primes because I'm out of space. So Nick was like, you gotta learn how to do my bread and butter.
I was like, I have an idea. Because obviously, like, just, you know, you can always sell your normal Warframes when you get the prime versions and the whatnots. But there is something in the game that would kind of require you to reform them. So I was like, let's get cracking on that.
Alright, so I'm going to Sun, right?
Yeah, me and Anna have been doing some Deimos bounties. And Anna is now on rank 3 with the Entrati family. And you all know what this means.
I got a list of things that I was supposed to do from Nick, which is like, get to rank 3 with Entrati, do some fishing and get these materials, do some, animal conservation and get these tags. And I got all of that, and I farmed mining stuff, so think...
How do you feel about animal conservation?
Why is that even a part of the game?
Well, you know,
it's like the worst is like doing it for farming things is annoying, but I actually really do not like it when we're doing bounties and someone's like, I'm just gonna start tagging these things, and the game does the zoom and you have to click exit, and I'm like, I was just about to shoot. I had my bow drawn all the way and now that's gone.
Yeah, but so that only happens on Deimos, because Deimos is the only place where, well, yeah, I guess to an extent on Earth as well, but mostly Deimos is the only place where conservation targets are free roaming. In Fortuna, for example, they only show up through the tracking points.
It's just very disruptive, so I'm not a fan.
Also in Deimos, you just get attacked by infested shit all the time from every direction.
So that was also annoying.
Yeah, when you do animal conservation in Fortuna, you can just hunt animals at your own leisure, and nothing's annoying you while you're doing it.
I was doing it with Ivara, and I have my invisibility, but there's stuff that can damage you even when you're invisible. That's just like AoEing around.
Yeah.
No, anyway, browse wares.
We got it, people.
And buy the Helminth segment, yeah?
Oh yeah. We got the Helminth segment.
And I have everything that I need to craft it.
You have everything you need to craft it.
So I purchased this.
Yes.
And then I go back to my orbiter.
You go back to your orbiter.
I go back to my orbiter.
Yeah. Thank you, son. Now we won't bother with you again for a while. Now, he still has a couple of things that are nice, but for now, this is a big one. And this is something that, like, you're not supposed to have this early in the game. And it's not here. Sorry,
I have
here.
to build the thing.
Build it.
But the thing is, like, I look at this. Like, I have these two. I can't claim them.
We'll get to it.
Is
Don't worry about it.
miscellaneous or
Probably, yeah.
here?
No, it wasn't miscellaneous.
Oh, I didn't see it. Oh, there it is. Helminth segment.
24 hours.
24 hours. Okay.
Yes.
Okay, so
And once you have this, you can install it in the Helminth room.
Yeah.
And then you can take your excess Warframes and feed it to a gaping, mutated, infested maw. Mm-hmm. Which is nice.
It sounds cruel, but okay.
So which ones do we have? Let's go check your non-primes. Can we get anything interesting? Let's see. We do have a normal Gara, but we probably...
I want to keep at least the Rhino, obviously.
We can keep the Rhino for now, even though Rhino is the one that, out of the Warframes you have, Rhino is the one that has the best ability to give away to others.
Yeah, but the thing is,
he gives away Roar.
It's my go-to when I
know, but he gives away Roar.
Yeah, but right now I would like to keep him.
Yeah. Excalibur gives away his Radial Blind.
What even is that?
That is the AoE that just stuns and blinds everything around you.
Gara?
Gara gives away Spectral Siphon, which is her number 3 ability, which it's good for generating energy if you have the augment for it, but other than that, it's probably not going to be all that useful for you.
Necros, I feel like still has utility for farming stuff until I get the prime.
Necros gives away Terrify, which is not important for anything. Nyx gives away Mind Control, which is not important for anything. Rhino gives away Roar, which is fantastic. Vauban gives away his Tesla balls, which isn't all that useful since I discovered an exploit with it, but then they patched the game to remove the exploit that I discovered. Assholes. And Volt gives away his Zap. His Shock, his number 1 ability. So, none of these are, like, super useful, but you eventually want to, like, just get all of the Helminth abilities. So, no point in selling these guys, only to have to re-farm them later to give to the Helminth.
Well, in that case, I'm gonna wait a day, and then I'm gonna be like, hello, big, scary...
Yeah,
and
you can only give away
orbiter.
You can only give away 1 Warframe at a time to the Helminth, and it takes like 24 hours to eat the Warframe as well.
All right.
Like a week from now, you're gonna have your Warframe slots back. Hey, can you check Nightwave? Do we know if there's like any more Warframe slots coming up later on in the Nightwave rewards that you haven't claimed yet? Let's see. Oh man, you have so much Nightwave stuff that you have 10 hours to do.
Yes, Jesus, stop doing that. I feel like you just asked me, you know damn well there are no more Warframe slots. And you just asked this because we've looked at this before and you're just like, he's been on me like all day.
Yes.
It's like, no, you have to do alert, you have to do Nightwave. And the thing is like, it's 10 hours. It's so much time. Stop stressing.
There's Arcane Energize up there. Oh my god, I want you to have Arcane Energize.
I wish you would start being this stressed about leaving the house on time and stop being this stressed about Warframe alerts that I have 10 more hours to do, okay?
Now, honey.
Yes?
Honey.
I'm not the one with the time management issue in this relationship, and you know it.
I thought we agreed that when we were on camera...
Yes.
You would only ever shower me with praise and never point out my flaws.
We never agreed on that, number 1. Number 2, if we agreed on that, which we didn't, that agreement would be out the window the moment you start nagging me about time management.
Okay, I wanted to be on record that I have never nagged you for anything ever in all of the years we've been together.
Especially not like a minute ago.
No.
Okay, gotcha.
No.
Acknowledged.
Thank you. Yeah. So okay. So you got the Helminth. You got the Helminth segment.
Yeah. And it's gonna be like, for us, it's gonna be 24 hours, but for you guys, it's just gonna be like
no time. Okay, someone is running ahead of themselves here. And someone created Helminth Kohl. former German Chancellor Helminth Kohl.
Chancellor, yes, Chancellor. Yeah, this is Helminth Kohl.
Yeah. So if you look at the wall, over here, Anna has already fed 2 Warframes to the Helminth.
This is like Volt.
Yeah, it's Volt and Excalibur, right?
No, it's
Nyx.
Nyx.
Volt and Nyx. So obviously this is too early for Anna. This is way, way too big of a resource sink.
Yeah, I can't keep this up.
But no, so we're gonna have to do like maybe we can donate like 1 Warframe per week to the Helminth. That's about as much as we can do without like breaking her bank resource-wise. But she's doing it, so now she's just getting the normal frames, leveling them up, and then feeding them to the gaping maw of Helminth Kohl.
And that means I haven't, whoopsie. This just as a German gives me additional pleasure.
Oh, we're gonna show that on a different video.
What?
Your updates on your prime hunting.
No, I wasn't gonna do that. I was just like, I already showed the mag, right? But I just wasn't sure if I'd actually claimed her or if
You've claimed her, but you haven't fashion framed her, so we can't show her off.
I can't show her off, right?
No, it's very sad.
But it's like this, and but I can show off the Nova Prime.
Yes, you also have Nova Prime. Look at that.
Yeah, so this is my Nova Prime.
Yeah.
I initially wanted to go kind of, I have to do that for another Warframe, because she looks kind of like an insect, right?
Well, it all depends on which skin you give her. But like if you actually get like a nice 75% coupon or something, you can buy some platinum. Or just go Tenno. If you go to the Arsenal, I want to show you something. Because there are some cool like Tenno skins and stuff for Nova. So if you go to Nova Appearance and choose Nova Prime Skin, here, there's like the different... like I love the Atomica skin, which is her deluxe skin. I've bought that for myself. It's so cool. Not with these colors, but like no, look around. Just rotate it. Yeah, look at that. The back side of her helmet and stuff. It just looks great. And you can make this look really, really nice. But then there's a bunch of other. Tenno skins.
You remember what I wanted to do with her, right? I wanted a bumblebee.
Yeah, but there are maybe not
stripes.
bumblebee. I know, but you can get like bunny.
No, I don't want bunny. I want bumblebee. I want the bzzz, bzzz, but I kind of needed stripes for that, so.
We'll figure out a way to bumblebee.
Yeah.
But there are some cool skins, but you're not there yet. You're not at the spending money on Warframe stage yet.
No, but she has these little wings, you know, that could possibly carry her, just like a bumblebee.
Anyway.
Yeah. I have many pretty Warframes now.
She's working on it, people.
And I think all of them are women right now, my primes.
Yes, the first week. Titania, Ivara, Nova, and Mag. There's a lot of female Warframes.
Yes. Gal power.
Gal power, and also guys like the butts and the booba.
Oh, I guess.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay.
I know, let's be crass and cynical about it. No. Representation, right? It's good. It's a lot. You can play as a lot of female characters in this game, which is nice.
Yeah.